Hello everyone, just a quick video. I'm just watching what's going on around the world. Been really moved by a friend of mine from Berlin, a woman who's protesting and giving love to the police and crying and seeing what's happening, how the police are treating the people, but being compassionate. And it really moved me, and I listened to that Aaron, I can't remember his second name, from Manchester, who owns the tattoo shop, speaking up about common law. Very inspirational man. I got a lot of time and love and respect for him. And just wanted to, one thing that's always on my head is just the mentality of people, and I've got to say mainly back at home, but it is everywhere, who are, this hard mentality. Like, you've got football hooligans who'll fight against each other. You've got football fans, 50,000 people for one team, 50,000 people for another team every week, all over the country, turning up to watch a bunch of Spice Boys running around in and £500,000 a week, while the average person can barely afford to take their kids to the game and working 6 days a week just to be able to afford to go to the match. And yet they just can't. They will do that, but they won't stand up with the people. And you have, and I'm seeing more of this, don't get me wrong, but you see boxers and cage fighters and martial artists and drug dealers and people who walk around and claim that they're hard, you know what I mean? They're good fighters. I'll fight anybody. I take no shit. This, that, and the other. It means nothing. It means nothing if you're not prepared to stand together for the people, for what the future is going to hold for your children, your children's children. When your freedoms are getting taken away from you, and you're just still walking around with a mentality like, I'll fight anyone. I'm not standing next to a football fan who's not my football team. Look yourself in the mirror and ask this question. What am I doing? What on earth am I doing? Who am I helping? And who cares? No one cares how hard you are. No one cares who you fought, who you'll fight. No one cares what you've done. It's a beautiful opportunity now. So many different nationalities in the UK and in every country around the world. You might not like other people for whatever reason, even if it is over something as stupid as a sporting event. But now's the chance to actually see them as a human being in the same situation that you're in. And that goes for the police, because the police are enforcing and bringing in a world that they're going to be enslaved in, and their kids are going to be enslaved in. So we need to see each other as fellow human beings in the same situation and stand together peacefully and as free people, free flesh and blood, man and women. And we need to do this. And there's a book called The 5 Levels of Attachment, and he uses a football fan as an analogy, and I share it all the time because it's so powerful. Level 1 attachment is somebody that can go and watch a football game, doesn't care who wins, enjoys the game, and after the game they forgot about it. The level 2 attachment is someone who goes the game and starts wanting the team to win, but if they don't win, he's not bothered. Level 3, you start wanting the team to win, and if they win, your next few days is happy. If you lose, your next few days you're a bit pissed off. Level 4 is identification. You identify, you take it personal. So if somebody says something bad, that your team's no good, you take it as a personal attack, right? Level 5 is fanaticism, whereas you would die for your team. So we can reflect on our attachments on every aspect of our life, okay? You know, I know people who would say a comedian's not funny because they support a team, that the opposite team, the opposing team to who they support. See, this is level 4, this is identification. You say the team's crap. I know loads of people like this. They take it personal, they get all aggressive, right? And then there's people who would die for their team. Where are you at in your attachments? And can you drop them? Can you drop your attachments and see a living being next to you that is suffering and suffering the same things you're suffering? And can you stand with them in peace, in strong numbers, and unite and evolve consciously? This is a beautiful opportunity. This is a beautiful opportunity in history to come together. And I believe the negative forces on a bigger scale, on a universal scale, are giving us a blessing us by pushing us out of our comfort zone, pushing us to come together, and we can't miss it. And we really are living in a crossroads where we can either thrive as a species, or we can really suffer. We can sink or swim here. But it's got to come from heart, it's got to come from love, it's got to come from compassion and forgiveness. And we need to bring light to this current situation. I love you all very much. Take care.